So, switching gears here, in addition to all of the energy efficiency programs that New Jersey offers to homeowners, there's also incentives available to municipalities. So, here to tell us more about that is our friend Mylena from Sustainable Jersey. So, hi, Mylena.
Hi, thank you, Catherine. So this part of the presentation will be a collaboration between myself, Sarah from TRC, and David from NetGains. And you all will be viewing Sarah's screen, I believe. She is taking
I am
care of
actually
slides.
unable to share my screen,
Oh,
so I don't know.
let's see if
Says
I
the
can.
host has disabled participant screen sharing.
I believe I'm able to share my screen, although they will only be my section of the slides, Sarah. I don't know if you
Uh,
let me
sure, I
see.
can shoot you over the slides real quick
Oh, it
here.
says try now, Sarah, in the
Oh,
chat.
okay, great. There we go. Right, there we are.
Perfect. Okay.
And let me just get myself into presentation mode. There you go.
All right. Thank you so much. So I just want to tell everybody, can you go to my first slide, please, about the Sustainable Jersey technical assistance that's offered. So that's just our free technical assistance program. And, more specific to what Sarah will be talking about, we can do things like assist a municipality or a school district when they're going for energy efficiency projects and applying for a local government energy audit. So with their application, we can assist them in gathering data and just filling out the application workbook for a local government energy audit. But more broadly, our technical assistance representatives can sit with the school district or municipality and kind of figure out from their utility bills what their usage looks like in terms of what incentive programs would be beneficial for them to pursue these upgrades through. And we'll also, like I said, we'll gather all of that data necessary for these things. And we will also be able to allow the either municipality or school district to gain a better understanding on their usage right now. So we can set things up like an Energy Star portfolio manager account if they don't already use this. And that'll allow them to track their usage in the future, especially once they start getting some upgrades to their facilities. If they get lighting upgrades or HVAC upgrades, they can go back into this portfolio manager and input new data, and they can get all these visual tools and different reports to let them know how these upgrades are really performing. And then you can go to the next slide. That's perfect. And then with Sustainable Jersey, as always, if you're familiar with the certification program that we administer, we try to link everything that we do to these actions. So when you're applying for certification, you can gain points in the program. So for the local government energy audit, for both school districts and municipalities, you'll see that we have the action. It's the energy efficiency for either schools or municipal facilities. And it's a variable point action, but when we work with you through the technical assistance program, we can help you gather everything to apply into the actions so that you may gain points. And we'll also help you with a different action, which is the energy tracking and management action. And of course, if you reach out to us, we can assist you with these actions anyways. But just as a participant in the technical assistance program, this is a little bonus. We'll just help you gain points in the action so that you have another benefit of participating in the technical assistance process with us. And then just a quick, you can go on to the next slide. And just a quick plug in about the direct pay program. So in the past, the certain incentives were only available to taxable entities. And now, for example, if you just recently acquired solar panels, as a tax exempt entity, you can actually apply to get the incentive. And if you completed a project in 2023, you have until mid-November this year to apply to get this tax credit. And I will post a link in the chat right now, a last minute link of our flyer that we created, because Sustainable Jersey is going to be sending out resources for people who are interested in finding more. So as you know, resources are developed through us, or if we find resources that will be helpful and useful for everybody out there, if you sign up to this distribution list, we'll be keeping you up to date with whatever's going on in relation to this. So I will post that in the chat for everybody. If you have questions, the best person to speak to will be my manager, Tracy Woods, and I'll also post her email in the chat. And if you have any questions about the technical assistance that I previously spoke about, you can go ahead and email me. And I think my email will also already be in the chat, but if not, I will post that as well. And yeah, just I'm glad to be here and to be able to share everything with you guys. I want to make it brief so that Sarah has time to go through her presentation, but feel free to reach out with any questions relating to technical assistance or certification or direct pay. Thank you so much, and I will give it away to Sarah.
Thank you so much. So this is going to be a ton of information thrown at you all at once. So I think the name of the game is definitely we'll be putting in contact information in the chat as well as links. You'll see this here with all my contact information. So following up would be a great opportunity to speak more about Sustainable Jersey as well as the local government energy audit program in detail. So let me get going on the world's fastest summary, hopefully. So LGEA, the Local Government Energy Audit Program, is part of New Jersey's Clean Energy Program, NJCEP. Lots of acronyms here today. So LGEA, what this program does is provide free ASHRAE Level 2 audits to qualified applicants. And just like the name suggests, it's going to be your local government. So municipalities, cities, towns, counties, as well as school districts and certain nonprofits, your 501c3s, can all participate to get this free ASHRAE Level 2 audit. This level of audit provides a very huge overview of your utilities, doing a utility analysis on all fuel types. We're going to identify potential energy conservation measures as well as capital improvement projects. And they're going to give you an analysis of potential savings, cost savings, breakdown of your energy end use, and even a high-level screening for the potential for on-site generation, such as combined heat and power or your PV solar. This program also includes a technical report that is going to be given to you and a presentation to review all findings. There are a couple of additional scopes that we also offer, most significantly a deeper dive into that solar study, doing a more of a not feasibility, but just a deeper dive, a better screening, not such a high level overview. We take a few steps extra with that, and that's available to anybody that's participating in LGEA. So I wanted to go through the process because there's a lot of steps with this project. LGEA starts very significantly with your applications. Again, I'm going to include the link to the website where you'll be able to find these materials, as well as completed reports if you're interested in looking at what could how LGEA can benefit you. So a complete application packet comes with a signed PDF application, an LGEA workbook that's been completed, which will have building data that we ask you to complete, as well as 14 months worth of utility data encompassing all fuel types. So electric, gas, propane, solar, et cetera, et cetera. Sustainable Jersey can definitely help you with this process. We've had a lot of success with people working with Sustainable Jersey to come into LGEA. And once everything's said and done and we get that full application submittal, we will perform a deep dive utility analysis. And once we are assured that we have all the information to create that accurate energy baseline, your application will be approved. So there'll be back and forth during this process, but we do our best to really walk applicants through all steps to do our best to help you, because this is our full-time job, not yours. So we certainly understand the need for additional help to not overburden your resources. After you're approved, you're going to get an initial call, which is to really introduce your audit team. Who's going to be coming on site? Who's going to be your account manager? We're going to review the process and the next steps, as well as schedule those next steps that we're coming up with. After that, we'll have a facility interview. This is typically done via a conference call, but can be done on site. But every facility must go through this, because we're going to take a deep dive into how the building operates, what your building and envelope is like, what the systems are within your facility, talk about that energy consuming equipment, and talk about your facility concerns. Where are your aches and pains? After that is when we're going to actually get to come out on site and do the on-site room by room walkthrough with a knowledgeable facility member. This is how we collect data on all of the energy consuming equipment, so that we can really balance what we see on site with your utility consumption from that utility analysis. You can't save what you can't measure. So once we know all that you're using and see what's on site, we're going to be able to make energy efficiency recommendations, energy conservation measure lists, and really give you a good idea of how to reduce your energy impact. We'll also benchmark your facility through Energy Star's Portfolio Manager, completely free software. And once the account is set up, you heard Mylana talking about that a little bit, it is up to you to keep it up so that you can really track your energy consumption as well as costs in real time. As we're doing benchmarking, we're also doing that LGEA ASHRAE Level 2 analysis, leads to that LGEA draft report. It is a technical report that's going to really review your existing conditions, give you a table of energy conservation measures, as well as additional improvements and other findings that we find at your facility. And you're going to get this report in order for you to review it, come up with questions, or just see if you understand what the content is. After all your draft reports are delivered, we're going to give you that LGEA presentation where we'll review all of our findings, answer your questions, and make sure not only to see that you're understanding the scope, the potential projects that are coming out with it, but go over those eligible energy efficiency incentive programs available to you in New Jersey so that you can make these energy efficient upgrades and get money back for it. Finally, after that presentation, the LGEA reports will be, final reports will be sent off to you, and we will again post them on the New Jersey Clean Energy Program website. This is not out for people to solicit or comment. It's just that it's a state-run program run by the NJBPU, and all of these report findings are made public unless you tell us, hey, there's sensitive information, we don't want that published, then we can, of course, do something to either redact that information or hold it back from that public website. So, world's fastest summary. I'd welcome any questions if we have time. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and post my contact information and the LGEA contact information into the chat so that we can follow up directly, do more one-on-one talks, and hopefully get some public entities enrolled in this program so you can be on your energy efficient journey. Thanks.
All right, is it back to me now, or are we taking questions?
I think it is back to you. I am trying desperately to stop sharing my screen.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Mylana. So great information. And again, all the links are in the chat, so they should be available.